Yeah. Howdy, y'all. I'm not okay. Let's just jump into the video. I'm gonna need an emotional support animal for this. This is my friend Barry. I got him for my 21st birthday. Yes, send me birthday wishes, please. I'm just gonna hold the mic in this video because like last time I was like leaning over to, But like, let's just jump in, It's my favorite movie. Corbin Bleu is a hottie. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, is it hot in here? Is it just me? It's just my anxiety and depression complementing each other and just like... The joke's getting old, you guys, alright? Funny thing is, it's not a joke. For those of you who are new, the bare minimum you need to know is that I studied abroad in Japan for a year. I was an exchange student, had the best anime time of my life. You can call me a weeb if you want, I don't care, because I'm fluent in Japanese and you're not. Haha. Yeah. You saw the title, so let's get into this. I'm going to share with you my top 5 most embarrassing moments during my exchange in Japan. And this was many years ago. It's crazy. It feels like it just happened yesterday, but 2017, 2018. So I was 17 to 18 when all these wonderful stories happened. So let's deep breath. Send up a prayer to the Lord. I don't know why I'm doing this. This is all Cheshire Lover's fault. I got it right this time. I got it right. This was her idea. Barry, can you just look how cute though? Like, okay, I'm stalling. This is kind of gonna go chronologically. So the first story is the time when I went shopping at a mall in Japan. And this was one of my first, I was just starting to learn the language. Yes, I learned a little bit basic stuff before going, but it's so much different in real life. And doing things on your own. And I was with one of my friends from school. We were shopping at the station, not a mall, okay? There's kind of malls inside train stations in Japan, which is really cool. But this experience was not cool. So, when you buy things, when you make purchases in Japan, and with a, sorry, I just had a little heart tremor palpitation. Anyway, when you make purchases with cards, debit, credit, whatever, they will ask you a question. They will say, "Ikatsubarai de yoroshii desu ka?" Which means, is one payment installment all okay with you, dude? Are you good in paying with one payment? Which is a weird question, because I guess paying in installments is a thing there. I mean, I know it is here, but not when no one asks you that to you gonna make one payment or are you gonna make multiple payments? It's of course I'm gonna make one payment. So what you say, or what I heard my friends saying when they bought things is daijoubu desu, which means yeah, that's fine. But depending on the context, it could also mean no thank you, which is, yeah, it's confusing. But I got through many purchases in Japan with just saying daijoubu desu. I didn't know what they were saying. I didn't know what ikatsubarai de yoroshii desu ka meant. So every time they just spoke to me, I was like, "Hi, daijoubu desu." It was fine, right? Until I bought multiple things. They were actually souvenirs for my family of Guma-chan, which is a mascot of the prefecture I was living in. My friend was right there with me. And they asked the same question, but in a different way, to where daijoubu desu wouldn't have made any sense. So what they said is would you like to pay in make one payment or do multiple payments for this? And I was that's okay. It's like, no, wait, what? That's a yes or no question. Like, they said, like, do you want to do this or this? And I said, that's okay. And they were just, like, looking around like, huh? And I started, like, freaking out. I was getting hot and sweaty. And I looked at my friend. And she was like, she was Japanese. Like, she spoke Japanese. And, like, she was freaking out just as much as I was. And I was like, oh, it's okay. Like, I won't buy anything. I was just going to leave now. I was just like, I don't know what to do. I was just like, kawanai, gomenasai, sumimasen. I ended up buying one thing, I remember, and then, like, they asked, like, the ikatsubarai de yoroshii desu ka thing, and I was like, daijoubu desu, and that worked, and I was like, what? But I was, like, almost in tears, because I don't know, I'm a perfectionist, and, like, I was trying to learn this language, and, like, messing up is just, like, really hard for me. And my friend was like, I'm so sorry, I couldn't help you, dude. Like, I don't even understand what they say sometimes, you know? Because, like, of course, Japanese people mess up in their language, too, you know? Like, I need to remember that. You need to remember that if you are learning the language. Moving on. The next story is, when I was making another purchase at Starbucks, my friend, and oh my gosh, I embarrassed myself so many times at Starbucks in Japan. But this one by far was the most, like, oh no. I'm in danger. So I get up to the counter, right? I make my order, and I'm like, I order a drink, and I also order, like, a little cake thing, but I usually just order a drink and, like, everything goes fine. But this time, the tenin-san asked me, or barista asked me, ask me something that I didn't understand, and I was like, oh. And my friend ordered before me, so she was, like, getting her, like, straws and stuff at the little straw napkin counter, which was, like, a couple feet away from me, which was still too far. And I was just like, I'm sorry, like, what did you say? Like, or I think I tried saying, like, daijoubu desu again, which didn't make sense. She asked me something that you weren't able to answer with, like, oh yeah, that's fine, or that's okay, you know. I don't like reliving this. I was also, like, holding up the line because, like, I was being ignorant, and there was just this, like, awkward, like, type thing, and I was about to cry. And, like, the whole restaurant was also staring at me, and I was like, I don't know what to do. And she's like, does your friend speak Japanese? Like, she said it in Japanese, of course. She was like, tomodachi ga nihongo wakarimasu ka? And I was like, yeah, she's Japanese, she's from here, so you can understand. And she's like, can you get your friend? And I was like, Wanon, please come over here right now. And then the barista said to my friend Wanon what she said to me. And Wanon was like, hey, come over here. And Wanon told me that the barista said that we were getting a special table and that they were going to bring my little cake thing to our table. And Wanon also told me, she was like, they don't usually do this. Like, this isn't a thing that happens. And she's like, you're getting, like, special treatment. And I was like, what? But why? I was like, why me? And I was just, like, crying. I remember sitting at the table and I was just, like, crying. And she was just, like, staring at me like, you okay, buddy? And I was like, stop staring at me. And she's like, I'm sorry. And it was so bad. And I just felt, like, so stupid. Which is normal for me. But I mean, like, yeah, I was learning the new language, but like everyone was just like, oh, stupid gaijin can't even order at Starbucks. Oh, wow, let's all stare at her, you know? It's probably not what they were thinking. I don't know what they were thinking, but yeah, that's the time I was getting special treatment at Starbucks, but I was too dumb to know because I didn't know Japanese at the time. But yeah, alright, let's get on to the third one. This happened at school. Oh man, I can't do this. I was on my way back from school. I think I was alone. Like, sometimes I walk with friends, but like sometimes they have like club activities or they go with like other friends, you know. It was just a time where I was alone. I was running to catch my train, even though I didn't have to run. I was running because my kurashu at the time was in front of me with all of his friends, and I was just like getting emotional, and I was like, because he like never saw me or like acknowledged me, like literally every boy I've ever liked. So I was like, I'm tired of like just looking at like the back of him and having him not notice me. So I'm like, I'm just gonna like run. Dashi, run. Just like run away and like run past him and his friends to pretend like, oh, I'm late for the train, I gotta catch my train, haha, you know. And we had different trains too. Mine was going in the opposite direction because I was at a different host family. As well as my host brother, okay? Leave me alone. Anyway, my host brother and his friends were like in front of me, right? And so I ran past them, right? And as I ran past them and get in front of them, do like a little like, ooh, you know, I heard his friends make like, I don't know, ape noises. They were kind of just like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I was like, what are they like freaking out about? What's the... No, please, God, no, please. No. I reached behind me to like, it's gotta be something to do with like my backside. So I like reach, feel around, and my skirt was like tucked up under my backpack. So like the bootay was exposed. I was wearing shorts, but like still spandex shorts are still kind of seen as like underwear in Japan. So they just got like a full on like view of that. Why? And so I like frantically like pull my skirt down, right? And then I just keep running. I run faster. I'm like, I don't want to be alive anymore. Oh, that was so bad. Like, I hope he like punched them in the face, 'cause I didn't hear his voice. I just heard his dumb friend's voice be like, whoa. But oh man, that was a time. That was a toki, you know? I'm sweating so much already. 3 out of 5. I don't know if I can do it. Okay, number 4 also has something to do with my host brother. Hey yo, shout out to... Not gonna say your name on here. Let's be real though, we've been over this. Doesn't care about me, doesn't want to watch me. Okay? Okay. So we were on the train. I guess... This must have been before the skirt incident. I said chronologically, but I guess I lied. Alright. This was during the time when we did ride on the same trains. Or maybe I was going to like hang out with my friends at like Takasaki. And cause like he lived in that direction. Anyway, we were on the same train. Okay, doesn't matter why. And my friends are always like teasing me, like, oh, there he is. You should flirt with him. You should do something. Like, oh my gosh. I'm like, no, stop. I always joked about like fake tripping in front of him, or like it's stupid. I know. Don't make fun of me. I was a child. I was very young. I was a young teen. Okay, I'm an adult now. I'm 21. Okay. we were talking like, oh, like what if the train like lurched and then like you like fell into him, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, oh yeah. And I was like, oh, I don't know if the timing would be right. Oh, it's gonna be so weird. And I actually ended up doing it, but it was the most awkward thing. It was bad. He was like on my right, holding on to the little like train ring things. I don't even know if the train lurched or not, or like stopped, or whatever. But I just like, I fake tripped and like into him, and I don't even remember if I like touched him or not, but I just remember being like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, you okay? You okay? Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, oh my god. And he just looked at me like, and I was like, oh man, why did I do this? And my friends were like, good job. And I was like, no, bad job, very bad. Yeah, that was really stupid. I was dumb, but he didn't even like say anything. Like, that's the thing I don't understand. Like, he just never spoke to me. Like, sometimes I would say hi to him and he would just like not respond, and I had to like get in his face and be like, hey, you gonna say good morning back, sir? And then he'd be like, oh, good morning. Sorry, getting off track, getting emotional. We don't do that here. We don't get emotional. We don't have last story. Oh my gosh. This one's actually kind of funny rather than embarrassing, but there's an embarrassing factor to it. So this was like during my last days, it was like almost summer vacation. It was like hot and stuff, and they elected a new student body president, which was a cute boy. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Oh, I learned a new word. Otokomae means cute boy in Japanese, or like ikemen, but I already knew that one. But did I have an eye patch on when I met him? I got an eye infection in Japan once, and I had to wear like an eye patch, or I wanted to look cool in anime. I don't know. Oh no, I remember. So like, I wasn't wearing my contact because I was like, what's the point if I could only put it in one? My depth perception would be like super off. But we were in chapel, and they were like doing the ceremony to be like, look at your new student body president, kids, haha, he's a hottie. I didn't say that. Even though like I couldn't see, everything was a blur, I was like, oh yeah, he cute. I think, yeah. Actually, yeah. And then I think it was that very same day, but I was friends with, like, best friends, good friends with two girls who were a grade below me, so they were, like, in my host brother's age group. I'm not a cougar, so this boy was also younger than me, but not by much, okay? I was 18, they were, like, 16, 17, like, it's not weird. Anyway, I was like in their classroom after school, and there weren't many people in the classroom. We were being like stupid and girly, like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh, like the new student president is like really cute, and they're like, oh yeah, his name is Takeru, he's so nice. And then he like literally comes in to the room and is like, hey, what's up? I don't know, he's just like, hey guys, like, oh, did you guys vote for me? And I was like, oh my gosh, I wanted to, but like, I didn't know how to vote for you, but I totally would have voted for you. But like, congratulations on me. This isn't the embarrassment. I'm like setting the stage, okay? Because like we met and like talked to each other. Oh, he was cute. Oh, oof. And then I was like, forget my host brother, because like he's obviously not into me. I'm gonna go for this guy, right? Even though I was like leaving for America soon, but just like being. Just for the vlogs, for the Vine. I don't know. I ended up serving him tea at like the tea ceremony event that we were putting on for think it was like a kind of like a culture festival, but not really, but kind of. It wasn't like the full on like culture festival. It was like I think it was open house. Yeah. But I know that doesn't make sense. It's not like they're selling a house. No, they're like people who want to go to the high school or visiting the high school. And so like the clubs were doing things, okay? And since he was part of like the student council or whatever, my friends were like, they were also in the tea ceremony club, the two girls, and they were like, oh no, he's definitely gonna come. He's like, oh, you should serve him tea. And like we all talked to the other Sadova girls, and they're like, Sonya wants to serve Takeru, like make sure Sonya gets to serve Takeru, okay? But and I was so nervous, and I was waiting for him to come, and he finally comes, and there's like curtains and stuff. I don't know if I have any like footage or like pictures of this, the layout, but
so we would be behind those bamboo dividers, like making the tea and then like bringing it out to the customers, I guess, at the tables. Yeah.
The place where we were making the tea was like behind these like dividers, and there were tables on the other side of the dividers, and like he was there, and someone like served him, and I was like, frick, dang it, I can't. But then I actually got to take his cup away, because that's part of the ceremony thing. And like I said my little thing, like what do we say again? Like, I don't know, omochi, no, osage
tashimasu.
I don't freaking know, man. I'm forgetting Japanese. I don't know, but like I said my cute little thing, and I said it good, and he was all like, woo, it's that girl, and we were flirting with our eyes, you know, happy, and I was freaking out. But anyway, I was like, you know, let's step things up a little bit. Oh no, wait, something else happened. I was in the like cafeteria place called Philia Hall, but like there's piano there, there's like people practice, there's like clubs there, sometimes people are in and out. It's also like a study place. Like he was playing the piano one time with his friends, and I was like, oh my gosh, he plays piano, it's so cute. And like the next day, a couple days later, I conspired with my friends and was like, yo, should I leave a note like in his shoe saying something like cute and flirty? And they're like, yo, yeah, do it, go for it. And I was like, okay, cool, yeah. And I said something like, I heard you in the piano. I heard you inside the piano. I was like, ooh, I'm frick, I don't know. I said like, your piano playing is good. I would like to hear again. I will be in Philia Hall at this time today if you would like to see me, or something like that. You know. Yes, in Japanese, okay, yeah. Fluent. And so I put it in shoe, right? And I was like, ee. That was at the beginning of like a day, you know, the day. And I go about my business, and I'm like, okay, school's finally over, and I'm gonna like wait in Philia Hall and see if he comes, you know? And like time goes by, he doesn't come, and I'm like, frick, what have I done? I was like, no, I've ruined everything. He's gonna think I'm weird. He probably like, oh no. And so I was like, frick, I'm just gonna leave. And I told my friends, I'm like, he didn't come, like, oh my gosh. And they're like, do you think he even saw the note? And I was like, of course he did. It's freaking in his like shoe, dude. And they're like, let's go see. And we go, and like the note's gone. And they're like, there's no way that he like threw it away or something. And I was like, he definitely threw it away. He definitely thinks I'm a creep. Oh my gosh. And we were just kind of like searching around his shoe, like maybe it fell out. Like, what happens? Because like there's no way that he just like would ghost you like that. And I was like, you know, he's allowed to ghost me if he wants to. It's fine. So this is gonna be a little gross, but I stick my hand in some sweaty boy's shoe, and there at the bottom is my note, all like wet and crumpled and just like disintegrating there in his shoe, like in the ball of the foot of the shoe thing, you know what I mean? So we were just like laughing our heads off, like, oh my gosh, he didn't even see it. He probably just like he probably took his shoes like this and went like that, and the note like slid into like the toe of the shoe, and then he just put his shoe on, and he didn't feel it. And I was like, that's impossible. Of course you would feel a piece of paper at the bottom of your shoe. And we're like, okay, let's test this. So I got the same little like stationery paper and like, you know, did the experiment. Like, yeah, it did like fall into the toe of our shoe, and like put my foot in, and I was like, yeah, I can feel this. Like, he felt it. Unless like boys just like don't notice things like that, and they're just like, oh yeah, dude, my foot feels weird, but like that's fine, it's normal. So like, because if he saw the note, he wouldn't just like keep it in his shoe and just like step all over it on purpose, unless he was like weird. No, I'm pretty sure like he just didn't see it, he just put it on and didn't feel it. I don't know. That one's, I don't know, it's like half embarrassing, half like funny. I found it more funny. It was like, obviously it's not meant to be between me and this boy, but he was cute and he was nice. And I remember he was like staring at me at some point like in the gang con, and like I just passed by him. I like ignored him. Like, I guess I shouldn't have done that, but like senpai can be pretty intimidating, right? Oh man, but I never saw him again. Yeah, so that concludes this video. Hope you got a laugh, a chuckle, a hee hee ha ha yee-haw from this video. Yeah, I know I said you'd be seeing my face more because I have more ideas, like, but do I have time? No, I'm in my senior year, you guys, at university. I need to work hard. I have a lot of homework. Okay, so I'll be posting when I can. Like, I would expect every other week and not every week. It's just so hard. Like, I want to be in Japan making videos, but like I can't do that right now. And heads up, I might not be able to do that this summer either, because things are not looking favorable for my internship that I was supposed to have last summer, and it got moved to this summer, and may just like never happen. So yeah, I don't even know. So sorry about that, but we'll get there again someday, you guys. We're gonna get to Japan, I swear. Promise. That's a promise, okay? Okay, bye.